Jack Young Day commemorating 53 years of Cloverdale BBA. My name is Warren Heyman. I'm chairman of the board. I played in the first league in 1957, and before you ask, I couldn't handle it, but now I'm 79, so I just watched. So I turn it over to the president, Rocky Garner.
Hey, thank you all again for your time, and thank you all for your patience. I know things have been a little bit helter-skelter, but this is a special day. Not very often do we get a gentleman of this magnitude who's been in our corner for even longer than I have known. Mr. Young is really working hard to help us to keep going. And I'm glad that he's here, and I would just hope that we could all just give this man just a quick round of applause, because we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going with people like his efforts, okay? You know, Bill has been working diligently forever, as Dr. Heyman has, and I've been doing it for some time. They call me the link because I know all the old guys and I know all the new guys. But hey, don't forget yourselves. You all have a great thing to do here also, and you've done a great thing. And we just wanted to take just one time, just mark this day in your lifetime at one time. We've all been together with everybody who's helping this Cloverdale thing to get along and keep going. And that's what we're all trying to do. And as Sarge with the youth, as you know, he's the guy in the trenches with the youth. We just wanted to take this time and this day just to get everybody on the same page once again. You know, Cloverdale's going to go through some renovations this summer. And where we're going to be this summer, we're going to be somewhere because of a gentleman like this man here. We're going to be somewhere. And we're going to keep on going. And when Cloverdale is renovated, we're going to continue on. So I thank you all for being here. And again, I appreciate Mr. Young so much. And just in a little time that he's been here this morning, I've even learned so much more about this gentleman. And we're going to do a few presentations collectively for our real appreciation. And I'm going to turn it over to Milton Smith, our co-president.
Okay. Before we get started, I'd like to give honor to the ones that come before us, because without them, there would not be any Cloverdale. With that being said, we want to honor President Jack Young with this certificate for a certificate of outstanding service to Cloverdale. Okay. Along with our Cloverdale booklet with a brief history, pictures of Cloverdale and today's program.
Thank you.
And also our official Cloverdale Derby.
Thank you.
I might put it on the Johnson.
He can play. He's my man, I got it.
Okay. As long as I don't have to play with Briscoe.
And Bill Harris. Speak.
A few words.
You want me to say something? I talked enough all these years. I should have said enough by now. But anyway, I hope this thing carry on. And these kids, the ones out there in the audience, they're going to be the ones to do it and take the torch. I've carried it for 54 years. This is going on the 54th year. So you guys, somebody got to step up and take that torch and walk with it and run with it. Do what you got to do. And deal with the city council. These are the people that's going to help you. If they don't help you, go knock on the mayor's door. You understand? Because we still need a lot of help. And with your cooperation, we can get what we need eventually. We've come this far because we started out with an abandoned recreation center, sitting on the hill doing nothing for nobody. We took it, we knocked on the doors, got the keys to it, opened it up, and it stands the way it is today. It's Cloverdale. You guys have a legacy also, because a lot of you standing here with me have come through that program and it has done you well in your life. And right now you're here every Sunday as you've been through the years, and I want you to continue as long as you possibly can. Carry on, fellas.
remarks earlier in the interview with Donnie Glover, but I just can't tell you enough how much this means to me to see so many black males together getting ready to enjoy themselves in the game called sports. And I want all of you to remember that programs like these take a little cash. So sometimes when you guys, have some extra cash, just pull Bill up and say, hey, Bill, here's a little something to keep the program going. Because, it can't continue if they don't have funds. And I'm going to always be able to be there for you guys whenever you need me for positive things. Because I'm going to tell you, the whole system is set up for failure for black males. But we're going to make sure that we flip that thing. And we're not going to let that be an impediment for us to be in that juvenile justice system and then in the big prison system. We want to make sure that we channel that energy into some positive things for our young people so that they can see some hope in their future, so they can go on to college and from college reaching back to help somebody else. But that's what it's all about. Because I'm going to tell you, it's a long way coming back down. So enjoy it while you're going up, but don't forget the people down below, because them the same people you're going to come back to meet. And I know many basketball players who have went on and made all that money. Guess what, y'all? They broke. But they made no relationships with the people who they left. And some of them embarrassed to even come back to let you know that they're broke. I get those phone calls. Can you help me find a job? And it's in cities where they're located, because some of them have forgotten about Baltimore City. So to the young people, when you make it, don't forget the program that you benefited from. Make sure you always give back. It costs you nothing. It's a tax write-off. Always reach back and give back, because you're helping the next generation. And with that, I just want to thank you all. Continue the good work. Let's channel that negative energy into positive energy so we can close down some of these jails and build schools.
This gentleman here is the guy who's in the trenches with the kids. The kids recognize him much quicker than he'll recognize any of us. This is Sarge Anderson. I know you guys might have seen him around, had to see him around, but I don't know if you had a chance, an opportunity to introduce yourself to him. Just as you know Bill, myself, Dr. Heyman, and Smitty, this is a man that's been working diligently with these kids, and these kids know him, so we should all know him just as well. This is Sarge. This is our youth coordinator.
Like I said to Mr. President-Jack Young, was this. Plater introduced me about 14 years ago as a youth director, and then to take his place, unfortunately, he passed away. But here's the deal. He said to me, Sarge, you're not a coach. I laughed because I was embarrassed, because I thought I was an excellent coach in the military. But what he said was, check this out. Most coaches in the city, they're coaching to win. You're coaching for souls. And like I said to him, it hit my heart real hard. Because my thing of it is, if I'm coaching for souls, that means these kids will survive. They will not go to jail. They will not go to MTC, BPRU, Jessup. So that's where I'm at with these kids. Every kid that I touch in Baltimore City, I tell them Cloverdale. And they look at me like, some of them say, what the heck is Cloverdale? And I tell them, guess what? It's a life-changing atmosphere. Come there, please. It's not just for basketball. We use basketball as the tools to make them better. That's all we're doing is playing basketball, but all the time we're mentoring them. If you get a chance, come over to the Cloverdale this summer or wherever we at, Easterwood, until we get to Cloverdale or whatnot. Come over there and talk to them. So, most of the time, half these kids, these young kids, they're not off the hook. They just need somebody to talk to them. And guess what? Like in the military, we keep doing things over and over and over until it penetrates our brain. If you keep telling them positive things over and over, guess what? All the mess will cease. And that's what I've learned from dealing with these kids. And I've been around good people like Bill. I've been around Rocky. I've been around Mr. Milton. I've been around a lot of people that I'm listening to. They don't think I'm listening sometimes, but I'm listening all the time. All the time. And I learn from them. Whether they think so or not, I really learn from them. For real. And God bless for them being around it. Mr. Young, like I told Bill, he's been out there numerous times last time. I ain't never seen a person from Baltimore City, government, basically coming out there over and over and over like this man has. That means he got other places to go, trust me. But he shows up at Cloverdale all the time. And to God blessing, these is our youth. This is what's going to grow our nation for the next so many years when we pass and go on the way. This is our youth. So we got to put more interest in our youth if we're going to make it work for Baltimore City and the nation. And God bless all of y'all, man.
Watching BMoreNews.com and news before the news where we uncover the truth.